Hello guys, Elaine Powell here, igniting your greatness. So today I thought I would touch on the subject of complaints. Complaining. Well, whether it's your friends or it's you, we seem to have a lot of people that go around complaining. And the reason this popped up was I was speaking to a friend the other day, and she was complaining about the same thing that she's complained about for the last 6 months, her job. And no matter what I say to her, she still doesn't take any actions, and she's just unhappy and just complaining. So this reminded me of a story, because you know I like to tell stories because it just really brings everything to life. So I'm going to share that with you now. A young man was walking down the road, and he looked to his left, and there was a beautiful cottage, and it had a lovely veranda with potted plants and lovely curtains, and on the veranda was an old man in a rocking chair, and he's rocking back and forth and back and forth, and he's got this beautiful shock of white hair, and he's got a pipe in his mouth. And he looks really serene, apart from right beside him is a dog. And the dog's howling, oh, oh, it's just moaning and howling. And the young man's very curious. He didn't understand what was happening. So he walked up to the old man and said, "Excuse me, your dog, why is it continually moaning and you just seem to be ignoring it?" The old man stopped rocking and said, "Son, you see that dog? The dog is sitting on a nail. So why doesn't your dog get off the nail?" "Well, that's the funny thing, son. Dogs are like human beings. The nail is only hurting him enough to moan and groan. It's not hurting him enough to get off the nail." And that's how you find some people in life. They'll just moan and groan, and it's only hurting them about that much. Until it really starts digging into them and it becomes unbearable, that's the only time they're going to get off the nail. Until then, they just moan and groan. And I know about moaning because I even classed myself at one point to be a moany myrtle, because I used to moan. And really, sometimes people don't get the impact. That's why they just keep on moaning. They don't get the impact on their life of not taking those actions. I really sat down and I got the impact that if I'm just continually moaning around people, they don't want to be around me. Who wants to be around someone who's just moaning all the time, sort of hoisting on those negative energies onto you? So I really got the impact on people of me just continually moaning. But just think about, whether it's you or a friend, and they're just moaning that they're not happy with their job and they're not making enough money. Well, what's the impact of you continually staying in that job? You're going to be unhappy. Well, life's too precious to be unhappy. You're not making enough money. Well, go and find another job. They've got to really get the impact, or they're just going to sit on the nail and just keep on moaning and groaning. And then 10 years later, that's when they get the impact. Now, you don't want to have to wait 10 years. So I know in my clients, in terms of the speaking and peak performance, I really get them to understand the impact that not taking action is having in their life. Because sometimes we're not aware of it and we've got the blinkers on. So whether it's you, whether it's a friend, when they start complaining, tell them the story. It's a well-known story, but tell them the story. And if they keep on complaining, just go, "Oh," and they'll laugh because they know what you're saying. So guys, the only thing that actually gets results and makes a difference is action. So get off the nail, start taking action, whether it's to go out speaking at a local club or at a school, if that's what that you're complaining about because you're scared, or a job or a relationship you want, go and speak to somebody, Tap a lovely guy at the bus stop and just say hello. Take action and stop complaining, because complaining doesn't get any results. So until the next time, I encourage you to speak up, be heard, make a difference, and ignite your greatness. Until the next time, see you soon.